Alright, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. This video, okay, is gonna be on. Really, I was inspired to do it. Alright, yesterday when I was in my living room, and I happened to see on the news, okay, and this was on CNN, okay, and they were talking about UFOs, or so-called UFOs, okay, the chariots, all right, of Israel. They were talking about them, all right, and the way they were speaking about it, all right, it was too freely, okay, and I say that in the sense that a while back, a couple of years back, to even speak about it would be considered like just a straight conspiracy theory, it's nothing serious, it's fake and all that. Okay, but now they've acknowledged that they're real, okay, and now it's being spoken about like it's a real thing, and the reason being is because these elites, all right, have given the go ahead for these news stations and for the media to start pushing out that narrative, okay, to not only accept that these chariots or these UFOs are real, all right, but after desensitizing the people into now it becoming a norm of you hearing about UFOs, because now when you have certain UFO sightings, okay, and I say UFOs for those who don't really are not familiar with the terms, all right, because we understand that this world calls them UFOs, but they're really IFOs, all right, they're the vehicles of the angels, the chariots, okay. But basically, don't be surprised when you start seeing the different, because, hey, these people see sightings, all right, of UFOs all the time. They just don't put it out in the media. But what they're doing now, all right, is that they're pushing it out in the media, all right, so people start getting understanding that, yes, these vehicles do exist. And then what's the next step? To push a narrative behind it. It's not going to be just, oh, yeah, they exist, and I'm gonna leave it to your imagination. No. They're going to push the narrative of them being a threat, okay? So, because in order to push that UFOs are a threat, first you have to make the people understand that they exist, and they're not just a conspiracy or a conspiracy theory. So, guess what? Because these elites understand, all right, they understand what time it is. They know that we're getting so close to the Lord's return, and they know he's going to come back in the so-called UFO, which, let me get a quick precept on that. All right. Two precepts, actually. Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds. Who is that he? The Messiah, Yahweh Shai. All right. With clouds, which are the chariots, okay, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so a man. So the Lord is coming back with the UFOs. All right, he's going to come in a big, giant, so-called UFO, all right, with the rest of the angels who are also going to be in chariots. Okay, I'll get another one. This is Acts chapter 1, verse 9. Verse 9. It says, and when he had spoken these things, once again, Yahweh Shai, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. Okay, so he got beamed up into a UFO. Now, the scriptures say cloud as a metaphor for a UFO. All right, because they usually, the chariots cloak themselves within the clouds. That's why whenever you see, most of the time you see UFO sightings, there's clouds around. All right, sometimes they're not, but most of the time they cloak themselves in there. It says, and while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel. Those men were angels, which also said, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Yahweh Shai, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven. So if he went up into a chariot or a UFO, all right, and got taken back to the spirit world, that same way, that same manner is how he's going to come back. And we're very close to that time when he's going to come back. And that's why these elites are now given the go-ahead to push it. Okay? Because at first, you bring out any information on this, they demonize it. NASA cuts the feed, all this extra stuff. but now they're coming out and saying, "Oh, they're real." All right, and don't be surprised when you start seeing more and more chariot sightings. All right, but let me get into this article. So it says Congress is taking the UFO threat seriously. All right, and it says lawmakers want to know, is the truth out there? It says in 2004, two Navy pilots near San Diego encountered what they said was a strange aircraft, whitish in color, oval in shape, and capable of accelerating like nothing I've ever seen, quote unquote. One of the pilots would later tell the New York Times. "I have no idea what I saw," the pilot said to a colleague afterward. That alleged encounter was among the incidents examined by a secret Pentagon program investigating unidentified flying objects, which was established in 2007 at the behest of then-Senator Harry Reid, and revealed in a bombshell Times report 10 years later. It says the revelation of a $22 million intelligence program aimed at investigating UFOs was stunning enough. So with $24 million, $22 million, that's enough to get certain materials to record the chariots, all right, to zoom in on them, to look at all these different things. Guess what? They had the materials to do so. So with all that technology and all that money, you think that they didn't come to the conclusion that the UFOs are real? And of course they know that inside them are not little green, big-headed, black-eyed men who are coming to put spaceships and erect them. No. But they're going to push a narrative of that because they don't want you to know the truth. You see, that's how the devil plays, man. He'll tell you the truth, but he'll mix it up with lies. So yeah, UFOs do exist. Oh yeah, they're real, but they're a threat. And no, it's not the angels that are in them. No. It's big-headed aliens. Okay. It says, but interest among lawmakers has only seemed to grow since the now shuttered Pentagon program was revealed, suggesting that the possibility of alien encounters is something the United States government is taking seriously. Which alien just means foreigner. According to Politico, an increasing number of legislators have been requesting Pentagon briefings on UFOs, a sign, officials told the publication, of growing congressional interest in the topic. "There are people coming out of the woodwork," a government official told the outlet. 3 senators, including Mark Warner, the top Democrat on the Intelligence Committee, were reportedly briefed on Wednesday about encounters members of the Navy have described with unidentified aircraft. See? And the reason they're so scared is because when the Lord comes back, He's not coming to make friends. If you're not of His chosen, of His elect, you're not gonna make it. Because those chariots, they're gonna be hostile to America. Okay? And they're gonna be destroying people, destroying buildings, destroying the land. Okay? That's why these elites, all the scriptures say they're gonna go to war with the Lord when He comes back. I believe that's 2nd Esdras 13th chapter. Okay. So it says here, other lawmakers apparently agree. More requests for briefings are coming in, an intelligence official told Politico. And as they get more and more of these, they're going to start really pushing hard that narrative that they're a threat. Okay, to put that into people's minds. It says what exactly those briefings have consisted of is unclear, but the mounting interest lends those with a belief in or a curiosity about the possibility of extraterrestrial life more fuel for speculation. The notion that the government knows more than it's telling us has often figured into theories about alien life and claims of UFO sightings. Government actions in the last 2 years, including the briefings and step-by-step Navy to formalize UFO reporting processes, would seem to feed into that dynamic. All right. Let me see. It says, of course, none of this necessarily means we're not alone, and U.S. officials and agencies have avoided putting on the tinfoil hats, casting procedural changes as national security concerns. Okay, but guess what? That time is coming, man. The Lord is, because the Lord is gonna come, all right, in the midst of this World War III, and these nations are all going to come together to fight against the Lord. Okay, but these elites are seeing, oh shoot, you know what I mean? There's certain prophecies that have to take place before this World War III, but they're using that as a measure, all right, to see when the Lord is going to come back, which the scriptures say, no man knoweth that day or that hour. Okay, but they're seeing the way things are moving. They're seeing the prophets out there. They're seeing the tensions rising. All right, they're seeing the prophecies. Okay, so they read the scriptures and they know what's to come. That's why they're so scared and they're so quick to push such a narrative. All right. Let me see. U.S. Air Force takes these reports very seriously and investigates each and every report. The Navy told Politico in a statement in April, as part of this effort, the Navy is updating and formalizing the process by which reports of any such suspected incursions can be made to the cognizant authorities. All right. And so it shows you, man, that they're really taking it seriously, which we've been telling you about them for a minute. All right, we've been telling you about them for a minute, man. But hey, that shows you that we're very close to that time to where they're not even hiding them anymore. All right, they're not hiding them anymore, man, because they know it's inevitable. All right, America's gonna be destroyed. All right, aka Babylon. That's what's written of in the scriptures. And the chariots are going to definitely help do that while delivering the Lord's elect. Okay? So, like the scriptures say, man, let me end it with that, actually. Let's see. What scripture is this? This is, salvation. Salaki, just give me 1 second. All right, this is Luke 21:28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Because how are we going to be redeemed and saved? By getting, especially you here in America, by getting beamed up into the chariots. All right, and their chariots, they're gonna be in the air, so we gotta look up. Okay, but hey, man, understand that we're that close, man. We're that close, and there are gonna be a lot more chariot sightings. All right, and these devils aren't gonna even try to hide it anymore. Okay, but Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. Call Halloh Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and Shalom.